Here we are again, still in chapter 2, looking at section 2.5. This time we're going to be dividing integers. Let's take a look. So the first thing I'm going to do is go over this vocabulary word, which is mean. And mean is the sum of a set of numbers divided by the number of numbers in the set, divided by the number of numbers in the set, and that's the mean of the set. All right, so mean is a word that you're used to. Another word for mean is the average. Right? So when you have a couple of tests, you have a 90, you got 100, you got a 95, you got another 90, and let's say you got another 100. So if you wanted to find the mean or the average, you would add all of these numbers together, and then you would divide by the number of numbers. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. So I would divide by 5 to figure out that my average is 95, because when I add the numerator or the top part together, I get 475, and when I divide that by 5, I get 95. So the average of this whole thing is 95, and average means mean. I'm going to put another word here, quotient. In each of these cases, let me write that a little bit better so you guys can see. One second. There we go. So quotient, the answer to a division problem. So whenever you've got a division problem, the quotient will be referred to as the answer. So even though this is a word that you should have seen before a while ago, I realized that on one of the quizzes you guys had a little trouble when we had the word quotient. So remember, quotient means division, means the answer to a division problem. All right, let's get started with some examples. As I mentioned in the last video, the rules really basically apply when we multiply or divide integers, signed numbers. When the numbers that when you're dealing with two numbers and you're multiplying two numbers and they are the same, they have the same sign, pardon me, your answer is going to be positive. And so this should be a division sign. And let's get started. So now a negative 51 divided by a negative 3 is going to be a positive 17. And you could put the positive sign down, you don't have to. 45 divided by 5, both are positive. The sign is the same, so my answer is going to be positive. The answer is 9. And negative 21 divided by negative 7, same sign. We're going to be positive. Your answer is 3. So taking a look, I rewrote some of these just to make them a little bit clearer. Here we have negative 35 divided by 5. The signs are different, therefore we're going to have the answer be negative, and the answer is a negative 7. Again, the signs are different here as I divide negative 63 divided by 7, and I'm going to get a negative 9. Finally, again, signs are different, answer is negative, negative 11 here. So here we're going to evaluate an algebraic expression in example 3, given values for the variables. And I hope that you can see that clearly, that x is equal to negative 6 and y is equal to negative 3. Let's get started. So I have 12y over x. And what I'm going to do is simply replace the variable with the corresponding numerical value. So I'm putting negative 3 in for y, and in for x I'm going to put a negative 6. So I can now simplify this. 12 times a negative 3 is a negative 36 divided by a negative 6. So a positive times a negative is a negative, but a negative and a negative when I'm dividing or multiplying is a positive. So my answer is positive 6. Let's try the next one. So again, a quick rewrite gives me negative 5x over y. The next thing I'm going to do is replace or substitute in the value for x, which is negative 6, and the value for y, which is negative 3. When I multiply these two in the numerator together, I'm going to get a positive 30 because the signs are the same. When I divide by a negative 3, I'm going to realize that I'm dealing with two different signs, so my answer is going to be a negative 10. All right. So for this example, we're going to find the mean. The wind chill temperature in degrees Fahrenheit for 7 days are as follows. And I think I have negative 6, negative 5, 2, negative 10, 1, negative 9, and 6. So that is 7 days. So what I would do if I'm going to find the mean is I need to add all of those numbers up. And then I'm going to divide, add a negative 10, add a 1, add a negative 9, add the 6 from down here, and I'm going to divide all of that by 7. So when I do that, I'm going to get a negative 21 in the numerator, and in the denominator, so all of this comes together to give me negative 21, and that's a 7 there. Let's see, the -6 and the +6 cancel each other out, and I'm going to add my negatives together. I don't know, you can choose whatever strategy works for you. So I have a -5 and a -10, which gives me -15, plus a -9 gives me a -24. And then I'm going to take my 2 and my 1, which are positive, and add a positive 3 to that. Sorry about that. And then that gives me the -21. All right, so with -21 divided by 7 leaves me with a -3. So the mean temperature for those 7 days is -3. So we're not going to do that assignment. We're going to do the assignment that is posted for you on your packet. So let me know if you have any trouble with this. I'm sure you guys are flying through this fine. But if you are having some trouble, don't hesitate to let me know. I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye.